Right. Oh, you fucker. What am I doing with that? Fucking hell. These little fucking things. Oh dear. Yeah, you can't underestimate those. No. Get out. And again, those fucking things. I'm telling you what. The amount of times I've died up here from those fucking... Oh dear. I'll tell you what. Alright, that, and that. Because they just deal so much bleed. Because the Riter Flash, which is like an S-stock. And one weapon I've never used, and it is good. Yeah, it is a very good weapon. With a shield, believe it or not, but I've never used it. That's what they're fucking doing, they're bleeding me. Do you know what? That can fucking come up as well. Absolute. That same one that they... I've seen that Riter Flash used properly as like for visceral attacks with just a plank shield, and yeah, I thought it was shit, and I've got it leveled up with the right gems in it, but I've never used it. Taking too many bullets, that is. I just know on this difficulty that they get hold of me, that's 3/4 of my health down. Tell me this, it's like an S-stock, that Rite of Plash. That's why you bleed a lot up here. That's why you get the K-Nurse armor that's got the highest blood defense. And wait there. Ah, I'll come back on myself. I wonder what that was. Yeah. Oh. Weird. Yeah, because I can't pick up the bone shards. Alright. See that one, he nabbed me from up there. Okay, it's happening. Yeah, that's the one. It's him. He's firing those fucking shitty things. This night is 2. That's it. Yeah. This fucker up here. All for that. There is a glitch. You can jump down there. I watched someone doing it, but I can't bother. Do yeah, you can get on there, but it's not worth. That's what they're doing. They're blowing a fucking blowpipe. That's why you get a lot of blood up here. What was that? 2 deaths? 3 deaths just from that? I know you can glitch it. So I was watching matey doing the run on it. I was about, I think it might have been Squillers, and he jumped over onto this, but I didn't go around that way. See, you don't know whether what patches they're playing it on. I can't imagine there was a patch much after the DLC, so, and I think there's one more chunk. Not that I need it. I'll tell you, I see, yes, one here. Orphan of course beat beautifully with the bow blade, but in sword mode and bow mode, you know, no hits taken, you know, new game +7. And he took him out to water, he didn't even get a hit. And if you think it's the last, which makes sense really, it's the last weapon you actually pick up before you fight Cos. Because he obviously he was gaining bullets every time he was giving a little whack with the blade version. So then he was using his bullets for the regain. Do you know what? I haven't opened up the fucking shortcut. What an idiot! No way. I have to change my ruins, I know that. Is that an insight? No. Fucking. Oh, it's not worth me fight. Go and do that. Do you know what? I can't get back. No. 15. Oh, I don't know. Let me. It's only him. What's his name? But. Who is it? Up here? I forget now. I haven't played this game for ages. A good 2 weeks. So I don't know, because claw mark ruins. I've run out of that. See, everything's only that attack kin versus down, which doesn't fucking matter. See, even that one. See, that's our weapon swap. Beast down, but the only 2 weapons I use really are the uncanny, because that's the highest abyssal gem you can get, and that's got a kin down and a kin down on there. I can swap them around. It doesn't matter, because it's where you are. All through this game, apart from the other shit, these don't go. These are like ordinary foes. You know what I mean? Really wanted to try the bow blade. He glitches out. See, the thing is, 2 shots in this game, that's me. All the way through, right into, and I only really class Orphan, Cos and Lawrence the hard bosses. Mind you, I fucked up on the previous, I don't know, or the one before that, just fighting the shadows. And considering Lance McDonald just released some uncut content which he digged out of the old the save editor, that was a big snake in there, because you go for that snake, quite a huge snake instead of the shadows. Well, I mean huge, like the one reborn. It's amazing. They left like a game out of Bloodborne. That's what it seems to me. They've left like literally a whole game out of Bloodborne. From Software, they're only a small team, and obviously they've got bigger since the game has got popular, but You just wonder if they had a bigger team, would they have made this a lot bigger? Because there was so much they just scrapped. It's unreal. If I get killed, it's because I ain't fucking gone back and oh, fucking another bad mistake is beast pellet. It doesn't matter what you're fighting with. I mean, bolt, whatever. You gotta get into his face. He will one or two shots maybe, but one visceral and he's done. It gets me, but I need to get him before he stamps his fucking thing down. But I should have taken a blood pellet and put some stuff in my thing and blood pellet, beast pellet, and so there we go. Got too much inside. I've got too many beast pellets, so see, this is where I was watching it, where they discovered card there. So see, look at that. That's what I fucking don't want. In my eyes, the fight should have been over with. Oh, I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. Oh well, I'm gonna take the shortcut because I've got to do that. So open up that route there. Yeah, having 3 claw markers is not the best. You make yourself a little bit vulnerable to his. Oh yeah, I was just thinking. I was watching a little bit of that MC Raps, and I had all the top boys doing the non-hitters. And there's a guy on there. He's got glasses. I've never even heard of him, but he's one of the top boys on there. But he was the first one to find out. Like that hit. Wait there. Wait there. Wait. There. If I run past this. No, I haven't. No, it's upstairs. How am I missing this shortcut? I don't know. But yeah, he discovered about when they're doing a no-hit, this is in Dark Souls 2, that the AoE, like those blasts that you can roll into, they won't hit you usually. And everyone thought you could do, and he was the one that actually discovered, and they actually don't. It's called, oh, they got a special word. Oh, I fucking forget what it's called now. Oh, fuck these fucking things, I can't bother with them. Because you can farm them for chunks. But yeah, he's the one that discovered it, because when you think you're going to get a hit, You don't get hit by it. That's why you see a lot of people think, why they got a hit, and he was the one that actually proved it. And he done it in Dark Souls 2, and it was a long time ago. When I mean long time ago, I mean like 3 years ago. So, I'm gonna have to go back a minute and that's opened up. Oh, just maybe just a bit more stamina. Or can buy. Fuck it. I wonder if, let me just, because I pretty much fight the same way all the time, but if I stick yeah, I see that work on COS. I was watching the guy doing it COS, and it was like magic. It really was. Just giving them a few swipes with the old with it in like that sort of mode, gaining a few bullets back, then hitting him with the thing. Made it look really, really easy. Well, no, it wasn't a quick fight. It was long, but he didn't take any hits. Yeah, so yeah, no, I mean, when I fought COS on these high levels, I've had the most success with the Rikuyu, so it just makes me laugh. I see people going there with a Moonlight Blade, and it's no way, because he's still arcane, you know what I mean? But I think anything that's sharp, and you look at things like this, is classed as like a righteous weapon. Have I done it again? It's because I haven't played this game for a while. I've gone to the fucking wrong area. Horrible thing. I'll tell you, one jump on me from those, and that's it. Curtains. Right, Lagaris, you fucking... I don't even have to do this, boss. But it is what it is. I don't even have to really do anything in the Chalice dungeons neither. Not really on this character anymore. There is some bits and pieces, but it's nitpicking. It's fine tuning, really. When I first played this game, I always used to, I don't know why, when it was the first release, but I wouldn't race through it like this, but I'd always fall off going around that, you know, because you just don't, you take things, like, you're over precautious, and when you're over precautious, I think you're too careful, then you fuck up more. If you go just bang into it, it does help when you've got the best what you can have that you can use to your advantage. So theoretically it is a quick fight with him, but as soon as I take that beast pellet, then it's right there. It's actually I'm weakened straight away. I love the noise of the bone marrow ash. Oh, fucking hell. Do you know, I'll tell you what, right? Oh my god, That's not a first. That's a first in a long time I've actually fallen off. I shouldn't have actually gone for him like that, but people do say, especially people that have never played it before, and they're doing a war, you know, don't go near the edge. But yeah, I think it was. I thought he was going to blast me back then. That's why I went for him then. Because this fight can be literally over very, very quickly, and I know that even sort of like on the high levels. Do you know what? I'm going mad because I've been playing Dark Souls. I've fucking gone the wrong way again. Yeah, this fight can be over within literally, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that, you know? A couple of swipes and a good visceral, and that's it, it's curtains. Or you can go on for about a couple of minutes. I do not know how those would work on him. And theoretically, really, I should change the armor really, because he is. It's arcane that I'm getting waxed from, you know what I mean? But you can roll into them. So let me have another. Let me see, because like he's not. Everyone used to think he was really hard. I did a while ago. Do you know what I mean? But he's not. Like on my other character, I've done Father Gascoigne 8 seconds, Vicar Amelia 5 seconds, and one visceral attack on Vicar Amelia was 17,000 something. And I was going to upload it, but it didn't save properly. It saved the end of the fight, and it weren't on this character, but it had the same gems on it, and it weren't on a like New Game Plus 12. It was on about New Game Plus, whatever it is, maybe 4 or something like that. Right. See, really, I should change my arm a little bit, but I don't class him as being that hard. But I was saying that now, I might be in for the long haul, because I really do believe in bad RNG. If it doesn't go right, then it doesn't go right, and that includes a lot in this game. The playthrough before, I had a bad ROM, I had a bad Shadows, and I had a bad One Reborn. So yeah, I had to actually use some of the summons that are there. This is like, oh, a fucking gain. Gordon Bennett. See, I put a stamina root in them. Let me I don't want to go into this. I don't want to. I just want something that's a bit higher in arcane, not that stupid looking one. Just trying to think. The student trousers, alright. I don't always fight him. I don't need to. I just literally run through the game very, very quickly. But because I see him that far, I'll just go and quickly do him. And sometimes when you think like that, then you're in for the long haul. Wait, let me. I know what the highest arcane is, but I don't. You want a little bit of physical behind it as well. So most probably that. $60. I know there's a higher. I know what it is. It's that. It's going to be that. It's that one there. It's blindfold cap, which I absolutely hate. So it's a little bit similar to how I look quite, because I've made the birds so skinny. It's like I've done it on purpose. It's for dodging. It's for agility. The thing is, the beast pellet is the gamble one, but I think everyone knows it. But as soon as you take a beast pellet, you do lose the armor. As much as I think as you lose about 25% off your armor, but also you give a lot of damage, and then you're likely to get a visceral when the fight's over with. You know what I mean? so I was thinking I could most probably beat it. If I went in there, I don't think I should need to actually go in there with full beast because you can't. I couldn't really do it on those there. You get it up, but then the time I get to there, it'd run out. So no, it's not worth it with him. This is I know this is a new game. It's either 11 or 12. I don't know, but it doesn't, like after 7, it doesn't get no harder. I could be on 100. It just doesn't get any harder. So maybe an arcane gem, because a few R1 spams in the visceral. That's it. That's what I'm hoping for, do you know what I mean? So see, that's the thing, he's hitting with those fucking what a fucking wanker. Oh, he is tanky. I'm getting some really bad. Do you know what? My beast pellets run out. Oh, fuck. Don't take it for a long fight. As soon as he does it, that's what I didn't want him to do. Stick that boxing thing in the fucking ground. Start chasing me all around here. That's what you gotta watch. The fight should have been over. Oh, God. I'm trying to get a beast at it down my throat. It's a bit of a gamble, but oh, you absolute fucking idiot. It's close. It's one thing you got when you're fighting him. You can beat him before he wanks up. As soon as he puts that thing in the ground, that's it. And I usually 80 to 85% of the time get him before he actually does that in the ground. So was it a right move putting that arcane, because it works in the second phase, but perhaps not much damage, perhaps a bit of damage reduction or something, I don't know. I mean, he's a hard boss, but he's not. I mean, there is a little tiny glitch, and it's I haven't looked which way. I'm not too sure which. I think you go to the left of him when you first go in, and not the right. And literally, I made him up loads of times up against the door before he's even whacked that thing in, dead. And I've done it loads of times streaming as well, so yeah. It's just, I don't know, this armour just doesn't feel right. It feels... Look at those saggy trousers. Well, it's just where I've made so skinny. Beware of highest part. See, I wonder why someone's wearing that cape. Tell you what, just in case, I do need that, an extra one. See, I'm not practicing what I preach. Not using my gun. Or is it better with so I want to get to him really quick. I think I might, if I don't get him soon, might have to change my ruins. Oh, fucking hell, that's gonna happen now, then. Fuck him and his that. What a fucking idiot. Oh, you absolute spastic. Right, the claw mark runes are coming off. That's it. Oh dear, oh Lord. This doesn't feel right, these bottoms. Let me put... Let me change these ruins because he is tanking me a little bit here. And he's not. I mean, he's not. Oh, you got. If you watch like the no hit guys do it, the no hit, and I know it's on a lot easier level, but it's also difficult because they're trying not to get hit. But got no fucking echoes, but well I have, but Right. See, I would usually have the claw mark ruins on a majority of this playthrough, apart from so I still haven't got all the best ruins. Boost stamina. They're saying to get a visceral on him, and it is easy to do, but I can't even see on there properly. Arcane, it says arcane that. And again, didn't hit him with the oh, I don't know what I'm going mad here. Perhaps bolt. I don't know, because I think now I've got a little bit of physical damage, so every time I stream something, fucking, or well, no, not all the time, but I thought I would just quickly do it. Then it just it goes a bit tits up. But me, once I'm committed to something, I do it, and that's that. Even though I don't have to, but if I'm committed to a boss, like my nemesis is the Chimerian Descendant in the FRC in the big arena, which is taking me an hour, so I just do it on my own, and I consider him to be one of the hardest, but worse than Cos, because I mean, you can't even breathe a vial with him, you know, unless you stun lock him with the summoner's gloves that you get up here. That's what he's throwing at me now, that guy. That's how you beat the. That's how I found out how you beat the Chimerian Descendant in the FRC, right on the bottom of the dungeons where you farm the cold abyssal gems. The Descendant, the fucking one that spits and does all sorts of shit at you. The Elder's alright, he's manageable, but with those gloves you can actually stun lock him, then you can get a few sneaky R1s in, and it's sort of like game over. And that fight is always, I've had him quick, the Chimerian Descendant, but 3 or 4 times it's gone the hour. That's no word to rely on a stream, do you know what I mean? And obviously, get not the abyssal cold gem that you want, but just an ordinary heavy cold gem. A gem that is like those two there. They're 2 cold abyssal gems. They're like the ones there. That's what you get there. They're strength ones. Yeah, so they're dropped from them. Okay, I'm not feeling confident now. I don't know why. I was in here all ready to go, blah 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 blah. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. What I'm Oh, you having a fucking joke with me, are ya? Oh, fuck off, will ya? Oh my god. That's me. Oh, are you on? Oh, right there. Hold on a minute. Right there. Oh, I've been streaming, bloody hell. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, nip on. I'm only gonna be on it. I only come on it because I haven't. I done a bit of Dark Souls earlier, and I ain't been on BB, and I. But this is hard. This is the hardest you're gonna play Bloodborne anyway, being max level, and it doesn't matter. As soon as you get past 7, it stays at this difficulty. You could be on 100 or 1,000. Yeah, and 1,000 has been done on Bloodborne before the DLC, so that would have been a quick one. I know that for sure. I've done about 1,000 new games on the DLC, but I know 1,000 was done before the DLC come out. That's when the game first got released. So that's a quick run. Oh god, I've committed myself now to this right there. Apple payment? What's... Oh, is that... Did I have to fucking buy that then? That app? Oh, I've got a physio app because of my bad shoulder. Don't tell me it was a payment. It had to take a thumbprint. Oh no, I've got to do physio every day on that from my physiotherapist on my shoulder before they decide what to do, because I don't want surgery on it. Because it's fucking bad, having a rotary cuff tear in your shoulder. Oh yes, it's bad. Let me see what oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got a lot of... Yeah, let me just answer this a minute. So... Oh, yeah. Wait there, is that, No, I'll be... Yeah, I'll be, I'm just gonna do this quickly because I just got bored. I was on Dark Souls. It's so quiet, and I had to report a guy as well. He was a hacker, and he was just fucking ruining the game. And he kept on saying, I said, do you know what? I'm streaming this on YouTube. He said, yeah, I said, he's like, yeah, he was saying to me, oh, I'll be famous. I was like, oh, fuck off, will you? Do you know what I mean? I said, no, I am strict. What's your YouTube channel then? Like that. He just sat himself in the wall and just ruining the game for everyone that's going in there. And I'm like, it's recorded. And I just reported him, do you know what I mean? He was stuck himself in the wall, and just every time he went near him, he was just blowing you up, and he was just, he was just being an arsehole, right? And he said, I don't care. He's just being an absolute fucking arsehole. Just that, you know, and it's absolutely quiet as quiet. Even it is quiet, Dark Souls. I told you, I knew it was on its way out, you know what I mean? But I thought I'd come and do this. I haven't been on this game for a while, and he's bashing me about a bit, but I've been taking a few sneaky shots which I shouldn't have done, you know, because I do know how to do this fight. And you gotta really, I'm fucking, you know, I preach this to people. Fucking never, do you know what? It's so easy to visceral, do you know what I mean? Yeah, but I fucking always forget to do it. Always, I'm just so focused on one thing, and I know it's a bit bad for the beast pellet. See, the thing is to get beyond this. So this is what I didn't want. That. I told you, so easy to visceral. Oh, so, right there. And he's so easy to fucking shoot back as well. Right there. Oh, you idiot! See what I mean, while I went in there with the claw mark ruins, and there's me, I've got to fucking shoot him all the time. It is so easy to visceral, and it's literally, it can be like a two-shot fight. I knew that little bit then, I should have taken a hellfire. That's why I went up there with 3 claw mark ruins and such. It's like I said to you, I'm not practicing what I preach. He is really easy to visceral, that's what I'm saying. That's why I had the claw mark ruins on. That would have been, that would have been, because of the strength of my weapon, that would have been him over with. But the thing is, when you start sort of running away from them, you want to sort of keep him near the door. If you start sort of wandering about around, you know, the back end of the game, and you know, that's where you're going to more or less lose the fight. So it is a really quick fight. If you, I know what I mean. I've done it so many times, but. It's not going as planned like normal things do, but like I said, I will do it. I always finish my fights. And I never co-op. I haven't yet. No, I haven't. No, of course I've co-op bloody loads of times in there, but not when I've got to like the level I'm sort of at now. I haven't cut for a long time. Most probably would take a co-op with Lawrence And that's an NPC, because you can't get one with, I can never get one to help me with cars, so that's like, you just got to fight one around, but you can get one. Last time I had to do it with Simon's Bowblade, and I had to use Volta, that guy, and he was just hitting him with the pizza thing. Yeah, but it was just, I mean, that was an hour, I never actually thought I was going to do it. Let's see. Practice what you preach. See, this is what I was running out of then. I actually ran out of Oh, you fucking idiot! Look again. Is he gonna come up? Oh. Oh, you know what? Like, see, this is going all wrong again. See, that's what you don't want him. That. Oh, do you know what? I'm just taking too many pop shots. Why have I agreed to doing this? Oh, God. I don't think I've ever used any other weapon on this guy apart from the Sword Cleaver. Let me see, because oh dear Lord. These are very like the Labyrinth Spirits, where you get the poor man's gems, but they just put like a bit of like colour in them. They're exactly like it if you know what they look like, and the knives, and that how they aggro. I'll tell you, you can usually sail through this game on as soon as you get through past ng+7, and really do every single boss. Not really have much of a problem until you get to Cos and Lawrence. Then another playthrough, which won't be any harder. Then I don't know, because you do get good and bad RNG, and the hitless guys that do this, they call him Glitch Santa. He glitches out, he stands still. Now if you look what people are wearing, they're all wearing the wrong stuff, in my opinion. But I don't know, because it's just the arcane is. I don't know why I'm doing the bullet thing because I ain't even fucking using them. But just out of who knows? This is what I hate. Having to toggle is what is actually having too much on your thing. If I remember right, this is how I usually, if I go. Oh, you fucking arsehole. Oh, do you know what? When I fucking bullets, what an absolute idiot. Let me get out of here a minute because it's that thing there on the fucking ground. I'm gonna fucking... This is not the way you fight him, I can tell you that. I've just fucking messed this right up. You see, I can't even use I've done this on Blood level 4 and I was just taking little pop shots like that and backing away. Oh, you absolute arsehole. Well, Bolt is not as good as Fire Paper. Don't let this turn out to be... Let me just that's what I mean. This is a really easy fight. I'm making it look not easy, but it is an easy fight. Before you got written the way before he sticks that stake in it, it's easy to do. But it's no lie. Just because of the range. Okay, right. I won't use that. See? So I've got no, ah, there. Me. Oh, I should have enough. If I might try with the bow blade. I don't know. I've never tried it before. It's just who knows. Yeah, I was streaming this on Twitch. I had a really bad. It's most of I think it's the playthrough before this. I had a really bad one with the shadows. I had to bring in an NPC Vaulter. Then I had a bad one with Rom. I had to bring an NPC there. Rom, yeah. Then the one Reborn. So that was 3. I was tired and I weren't feeling the game. You know what I mean? I really didn't want to stream, and this ain't the case. And that was me, and I just thought, and I actually stopped because it was like nearly 3 hours to beat not 3 bosses, and usually I can just go in there, not really give it a second thought, and wearing the sort of like the armor that's going to give you sort of like the most damage, but also but make you the weakest, like going with the Beasthood and Bradier's stuff, because it's just, you know, you just hit so hard, you know. And this game used to be, when it first was released, and you couldn't beat the boss, this is what people used to do. They used to go in here, and I'm talking about the first few months of this game being lost, when people they found out when they'd obviously they've gone into the boss room and they've left the room. And this is one of the ones they showed you, this one in Shadows on YouTube, and it was with all bosses, but somehow the bosses glitched out. If you went into the boss fight and didn't quite activate it and left your PlayStation 4, yeah, because it would have been this coming out on the PS4, left it on, then the bosses were just inactive. They were, you could just hit them to death, every single boss in the game, until they patched it pretty quickly. I thought, oh my god, but you had to sleep overnight, so there's this one guy who'd go in here, right, I'm going to bed, wake up in the morning and kill the boss. But that's how it was. And the one that I showed you was this one here, Lagaris and the Shadows. And I thought, I didn't play, because like I said before, all these games I played offline, so I never used to get invaded. Because I did play Dark Souls 1 because I had free Wi-Fi at McDonald's, but they actually ended up turning down the Wi-Fi, and I couldn't get bad internet. But I never used to get invaded. It's only the last few years when I bought high speed internet that I've got invaded. But I've played every single game apart from Dark Souls 3 and not really been invaded, do you know what I mean? So practice what you preach. Now, the best thing about the bone marrow, it lasts for such a long time. So I've nearly had him. Now if you ask anyone, they always say to you, Get him before he actually puts that bloody thing in the fucking ground. Oh, would you? Eh? How about that then? I'll tell you what, bow blade. Because all it's going to do is take my bullets up. Now these are the highest, they're not the highest damaging blood gems on there, because they're, I think they're, most of us arguing with Love Nemo and he reckons they're harder than the poor man's gem, the 32.6 blood tinged gems for the bow blade. Who knows? Oh, do you know, why did I decide? I will not quit though. I won't quit until I beat this boss. That's the thing. I will not, because it's not like I've never fought him before, and not beating him. Oh, I don't know. That's how much I can say when bosses go down to RNG, and it is luck, and there is a pattern to all the bosses, and sometimes that pattern does change a bit. That's when the RNG changes. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm so used to doing it in that way and that order. Why is it all of a sudden changed? That's the RNG changing. You know what I mean? It happens in all games. You know what I mean? So it's very unpredictable. That's why a lot of those hitless runners, they do Dark Souls 3, because of it's very linear. It's very reliable. You see, like that, you know, because they wear no armor and stuff like that, that'd be classed as damage, full damage. You know, if I had no armor, I wouldn't have taken it. It's like anything else. You run around here with nothing, can you? Won't take no damage. But it's not the armors. It does help in this game, but it's the arcane is. I've gone there with full arcane. Like I always do full arcane when I fight thingy, and he's so easy. What's his name? But he's classed as one of the hardest bosses in the game. But I don't think so, because I've fought him so many times. So let me see how he's gonna. I don't know if a beast pellet is going to work here. I really don't know. This is the first time for me. Oh, do you know what? See, he's doing a lot of damage. See, that's what you don't want. You want to beat him before he does that. See, it's that's when he starts swinging up in the air. See, look, and then you got all those fucking knives at you as well. I don't know, it's trial and error. It's not a trial and error, it's just I've never fought him this way. So you can see the damage straight away, but see, that's the thing. That's what I said, just do him before that red fucking thing gets stuck in the ground. trying to get a fucking beast killer now. Get back! Oh, why did I do it? Why did I have to do it? That. Oh, a pop shot. Thumbs downs. Oh god. I could see now that work. There was damage done there. There was a lot of damage done there. It's only because of the gems on it. I know that for a fact. But he hit the second stage. That's what you don't want. You can see why, like Squilla, all those lot, and I've known this for a long time actually. When I first thought, I don't know, when I really got into the game, and you know, and not doing co-ops or anything like that, doing everything on your own, how to beat him before. You know, don't go close to the roof because you can get chucked off the roof. That's already happened. Try and get him for that stake because you can see what all the bullshit you have to deal with. Yeah. And like I've gone in there with all visceral ruins, 1 gun, bomb, and 2 strikes out, and I've actually surprised myself quite a few times. You know, literally, you know, 2.5 hits. You know, 2 viscerals and just a little tiny R1, and he's over with. And like I said, I don't know, this fight doesn't bother me. Do you know what I mean? It's the only one that gets on my nerves is fucking Orphan, of course, and Lawrence. They're the only ones I really do fluff over. But the thing is, the more you practice a boss, the more you know its moves. Really, the ones you really want to know is Orphan, of course. But I mean, he's so erratic. If you're doing him over and over and over and over and over and over and over, you will find his pattern. Like I said, I watched that guy. Well, I didn't watch him, but I know he had to do it. He streamed it, and it took him 19 hours to beat Orphan of Kos. Because he was doing so many playthroughs, you know, he was committed to it. So I was like, wow, 19 hours. He beat him, and another guy had done New Game Plus. How they don't reach 500 and 544, but he'd done New Game Plus 100, and he had shit gems on, and he was another one that's fighting Orphan of Kos. Oh, and Lawrence. For a good hour or 2 hours, both of them, but you know, they don't get no harder. But he had really shitty gems on his thing. He ain't been into the Chalice and all that on his. He wasn't even max level. He's about level 390. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, blimey, he done well. You know what I mean? But he was put up for the he put himself to the challenge to do New Game 100, and I thought, how comes he's not a 544 player at New Game 100 at this? Fucking wanker. Oh, and again. Look. This is smidgen. Oh, it would have a 12 point. I thought I'd just do a little stream. I wasn't even going to go here. I was going to go to the choices here or ROM, and I thought, well, I'll just go here. I just didn't want to. I had to run all through that bullshit of the woods and that, so I just couldn't be bothered. And this just seemed more practical, but. See, there you go. That's what my saw cleaver sits at. Nearly 800. Is it? Yeah. Now, I wonder if I change it to... Just like... Now, what's that sitting at? A little bit lower. No, higher. I'll get out of that. No, now what is that sitting at now? It's a little bit the same. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get fucking taken up before I get off. Oh, shit, what a fucking day. This is meant to be sort of like my game, if you know what I mean. Well, not my game, but the one that I've sort of put the most hours into. The reason I use the saw cleaver, and I don't use the R2, you know, like the move, which is sometimes I usually just do the R1 spam. It's just how I've used to sort of play the game. I know you see people R1, R2, but you usually, mostly if I'd have done that, I'd mostly have got them on the second on the R2 because it's a stronger attack. But it can muddle your fingers up a little bit. But the saw cleaver, reason it being now for me, this is actually the best weapon for Ludwig, you know, because the saw cleaver is just so quick, but you've got more chance of a visceral with this as well because of the thrust. But I mean, oh fucking, I didn't really. I wanted to feel that was another bad one. I didn't want to do that. Oh, he's gonna fucking tank me, the fucking prick now. So I fucking moved away. God, I so had him then. Yes, I knew I'd get you, ugly fucking thing. Oh, I prevailed. It was ugly. Just a weapon swap. I knew I was gonna get him then because he was tanking me, but I just needed to take that beast pellet. I knew if it had hit me. And that's the way with Orphan of Kos. Because sometimes I've always gone in and more or less beat him on the first go, and then if I haven't, it's always the way you get down to a smith, fucking hell. Then next time you're fighting the fucking thing for an hour. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean it's now to me. I haven't been on the game for it's not an excuse for anything like that, but I don't really feel like I need to excuse myself on this because like, I've done this, you know, so many times. And he is classed one of the hardest bosses. You can see how aggro he was there, and that was just yeah. Cheers. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll jump off this. I only come on this. Yeah. See what I mean? Just gotta keep at it. This is the hardest way to fight him, obviously, because it's the hardest, being the 5-4-4. But the sword cleaver's fast. But then I was thinking, I did want to try the bow blade, and I've got good gems on it. But you know, the 32.6 is fucking just as bad as the poor man's gems. You know what I mean? You know, and I know the guy that's got them. And I was like, oh, I'm not putting myself for that pain again. When I've got the gems I want, you know, I still haven't done the one shot proper with the poor man's gem because it's doable for me. But it's just practice. You're going to be murdered. And that's what I said. I wouldn't have ended this. I would not have gave up on this stream or this boss fight, no matter what, you know. Oh, I better just fucking kneel, even though I don't have to do this bullshit, but no, I'll squash them all with you. This is where you can't get your put your blood dregs. You don't get much. So this was a fight I thought I might have done in 3 attempts. I think this most probably took me about 10. I don't know. I didn't count them. It might have been 10 at the most. It was definitely 8, 9, or 10. But I just thought, because it's got that thrust, which is, because you can put thrust gems on them. I wouldn't go on the gems you want on it is basically like that. See, I've got attack kin versus down, attack kin versus down. That doesn't bother me in the slightest because they're all 27.2 up. But there's no weapon durability down, which that wouldn't bother me neither, because all I would do, if I come against kin, I'd just swap over like that. Oh, that's got kin on it. But it's like my main weapon there. Obviously, that's got kin down. It doesn't bother me because then I'll just swap over to that. Oh, it's not that one, mate. There. Oh, I can swap over to that because that's a fire weapon. That's a beast. That's my that's the one I do my farming of the white spirits for the poor man's gem. It's the quickest weapon to do it. That is, when I mean that's fire, that is like lightning. It melts them. And that's the same, but I made it bolt. But this is stronger. That says 1449 with a 62 with a 612 thrust, but this does more damage. I did actually do a bit of a boob on this one because I put a weapon durability, scale and strength gem. I swapped this out. I should swap them back round again, because if you're doing the white spirits, it means you do have to come out and repair your weapon, and I like to fucking stay in there forever. When I was farming, and when I was farming the poor man, I didn't want to come out until I run out of bold hunters marks, because I wanted to actually have you know, I thought if I come out, then I'm losing that chance of getting. So 99 bold hunters marks is usually about it. I worked out it's about an hour being in that Chalice dungeon. If you ain't picked up nothing, you go and get another 99. You would have picked up, I would have imagined, one poor man's gem, but if it's the right stat or not, or I've been in there 200 and not picked nothing up, and it's that you will pick up. You'll get all the good gems that you want, like some really rare gems like the striking gems, because all up near death gems, you know. I haven't used any of those weapons to their advantage properly yet. Because up near death, it just means you've got a little tiny health bar, and obviously the up near death gems are the best ones, are the poor man's gems. So I had so he was worth nearly 300,000 on New Game Plus. We'll just say 7, not 12, because it's, you know, don't get no harder. So that is me, and just a quick stream. Why do I do this? Ciao ciao.